So I have 14,000 dads in a private Facebook group.
Amazing. Wow.
And they're just like, it's engaged group. I'd recommend anybody has a brand start one. But because when you post on Instagram, you know, nobody sees it. And then when you post in there, everybody sees it.
Yeah.
And would you even go as far as like, hey guys, love you. Like, anybody want to make some videos for us?
I
like in that
for
First
you,
place I'd check.
For you, yes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that for a lot of people, but for you, I would.
Yeah.
Because, man, that's like, first off, dads are like sometimes cringe, but sometimes it's okay. And
Yeah.
they're very
It's the
real.
reality of being a
Yeah,
dad.
you kind of just embrace the cringe. John is cringe, fully embraced.
Times
right?
3, yeah.
Yeah,
Fully embraced. He didn't know what aura farming was.
but his family loves him for that. Like,
I thought it was. I thought you were propositioning me when you asked me about aura forming. I was like, no, I'm good, man. I'm straight.
Wow.
this
See,
is
dad jokes.
yes, there it is. But
Yeah, cringe hit.
I
There we
think,
go.
I think your community is like leaning into like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll jump a camera, do it for you guys. Like, I feel like that is
Yeah.
the thing that they might be motivated against, dude. Especially if they're going to get a free hat or some credit for a hat.
Yeah.
So crazy.
So I've done this once, and this is like, listen to yourself and listen to what you're saying like a little bit more, because one time I was like, hey guys, full disclosure, I need a ton of pictures of you guys wearing hats,
Now,
and I am going to use them as ads. So as long as you're posting on this thing, you are giving me consent to use it as an ad.
that's amazing.
And I got 153 photos instantly. And it was like, all right, here goes an ad, right?
Yeah, here it is.
But I think I should take it like another level where I can ask those guys like, hey guys, we're thinking of like running some fun ads across Facebook. It'll give you a chance to show your face if you want. And I need ideas too. Like, how would you guys want to see a Dad Gang ad? Like, involve the community in the ad making and ideation myself.
There's like 14,000. I guarantee you got a couple creative dudes in there, or some
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
guys in there, or some
We've
creative.
had guys mock up hats in there just out of nowhere.
See, even that, man, there's why I love your brand so much. And I think I spend a lot of time thinking about you and your brand. Like,
Yeah.
I care about you. I care about the brand. And when I'm a fresh father,
Yeah.
I'm 18 months in. And the one thing I loved the most was getting like feedback from other fathers about things that they are doing or not doing.
Yeah.
And not in a like, hey, if I were you, do it this way.
Yeah,
It's-
not unsolicited advice.
yeah, it's open, and it's like, hey, if you have a new dad coming into their life, like, what would you want to tell them? And
Yeah.
it's just unsolicited advice from dads that have been in your scenario wearing the dagging. And it's almost like a rite of passage. I jokingly said this to everybody: if you are becoming a dad and you don't have a dagging hat, did you really become a dad?
I could lean into that.
It's kind of
Yeah.
interesting. It's like, did you get the dad hat before as you walked your kid to the car out of the
Yeah.
hospital? Then you didn't really become a dad, dude. I
Right.
think that's a really funny thing.
There could be something funny there around like an ad, maybe a little more actor-ish, a little like upscale.
Playing it up a little, okay.
But like guys like, hey man, you want to meet my baby? And he's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I just became a dad. He's like, you don't have a hat on.
And then all of a sudden,
And then he gives him one. He's like, all right,
Yeah.
tell me more.
it's because that's so relatable. You're like, how do you know another dad gang? How do you know that a guy is another dad? They probably have a dad gang hat on.
I
They're
think
chubby.
those are great ideas. So I should jump back into the community for ideation. And then what about now that we have the ideas, like we just came up with 3,
Yeah.
three
Who
minutes.
executes?
How do I make a lot of it without me just constantly?
I got some.
You got something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you've got a couple options here for like execution that don't add too much to you.
Yeah.
And I see 3 options. One is sourcing from your community. One is finding format creators.
Yeah.
And one is just finding like a part-time kid or something like that to come be your D-Rock. Does that make sense? So Gary Vee had like that
Yeah.
dude who'd follow him around.
Shoot everything.
Just come do like behind the scenes at your house 3 times a week.
Yeah.
You know, or like shoot, oh, I'm going to do the stories from a hat thing, put a bunch of stuff in a hat. I'm going to draw it out and I'll tell the stories or whatever. So those are your 3 execution lanes. And I think what you're looking for here is we've got a lot of ideas. I think to level up long-term, you sprint on as many of these as possible. I think you could probably do this all for about $15K a month for 3 months if you wanted. You don't have to, but then you could just like let go of all the stuff that wasn't working and keep with the stuff that was. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that would give you a ton, like 50, 60 assets a month for Q4. You know what I mean? So it'd basically double your asset production.
Yeah.
And I think format creators, we're looking for a man on the street guy. We're looking for like something like this. Like I did this. This was just for fun, and it did like 1 million views on TikTok. I'll just
flex.
To a majority of these,
Here,
they're spoiled. Your kids spoiled or not? If you answer yes to a majority of these, they're spoiled.
Okay.
Do you feel shame already?
Pretty sure they're going to be spoiled.
Do your
I've
kids
seen
do
this,
any
yeah.
sports
Yeah.
where you pay regular fees to be on a year-round team or club or like travel sports or any of that like upper tiers?
Yes.
yeah. And so they're all like that. They're all little things like, have they been to Disneyland? Have they
Yeah.
been, where it's like, is that spoiled? You know,
Yeah,
and-
we've done some
Oh.
rapid fire stuff. Like once again, I wish I could do more rapid fire stuff because only so much time allotted. But it's
I
like
think-
diapers or car seat changes, that kind of stuff.
I think the short-term benefit is volume of different formats. So you got man on the street, you got some kind of like podcast gamified format.
Yeah.
You've got a behind the scenes, and you've got stories from a hat. Then the end goal out of all that is you're throwing maybe a lot of resource at it for a short period of time to do kind of all of that.
Yeah.
And then the end goal out of it is that you have an ongoing social show, a format you keep coming back to.
Episodal like content.
Stories from a Hat is an ongoing show that you do forever. Like, what's that TikTok channel, Tracksmith, where they play like, can you recognize the track, the song? And they
Yeah.
play it with like celebrities. They have like celebrity guests and stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I love social shows formats because you can do that. You can play stories from a hat with Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
You can play stories from a hat with LeBron James. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so I think you're looking for which one of these really hits the most. And we'll keep doing that on an ongoing basis. And that will become like a new format that we add that is actually like a really good growth engine over
So
time.
good.
You
It's
know
even
what I
like
mean?
the holding up the 2 cards in front of you.
Yeah.
And only you see is like change diaper or take out the trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like that's all dad stuff. But that's always in a frame of like that medium of like showing the cards. So much relations in that.
But with stories from a hat, you can shoot 10 of those videos at once. You know what I mean?
So
Yeah.
true. That's so true.
So just come with all of them in there, do it 10, you shoot it all. And then that's where that so that one, I think your production vehicle is the kid, you know, somebody to edit basically. It could be an overseas editor or whatever, but like just somebody to come over your house a couple times a week and do it with you. Then I think or that stories from a hat could be crowdsourced as well. Dad joke. I like a dad joke off too, right? Where
Yeah.
we
Those
both
guys,
tell,
the guys that sit on the dock.
we tell each other dad jokes, and we
So good.
maybe you just give those guys dad gang hats. And
Honestly,
that's
I'll show you.
They're
those.
your
Yeah,
for-
that would be a good one.
So
The
they're-
only thing
they're
I
your
will say
format
is that our
creators.
brand is built on like opposite of that.
That's true. Yeah.
Correct.
So maybe that's
Yeah.
not it.
Correct.
But man on the street, you can hire that as a format creator. You and I both know people who
Yeah,
do
I know
man
a
on the
couple,
street
yeah.
content for money, right? Podcast, you can hire the format creators for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or gamified content, you can hire the format creators. And then the last one I said was crowdsource. So crowdsource, I think that's where you could do stories from a hat from crowdsourced, or you could do just like a different, you know, I don't know, maybe it's an idea we haven't had yet that you crowdsource from your audience.
So that's
Yeah.
ideation. But then
So basically 3 vehicles of getting them done, you know, part-time kid, format creators, or crowdsource. And then I think we gave a bunch of ideas on content, but the goal is to get a social show in my head.